In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Appwrite storage service. We'll start inside the Appwrite console. Open your browser, head to the Appwrite Cloud console, and sign in. If you're self-hosting Appwrite, the flow looks the same in your own console. Once you're in, you'll see your organizations and projects. The storage features live inside a project, so that's where we're headed. If you don't already have a project for this, create one now. Give it a clear, descriptive name so you and your teammates immediately know what it's for, like a project for your app or a specific environment. You can always reuse an existing project if this storage ties into something you already have. The key idea is that everything in Appwrite, databases, functions, and storage, sits neatly under a project, which keeps things organized and permissions consistent. Open the project you want to use. You'll land on the overview screen with the left-hand navigation. In that sidebar, click Storage. This is your command center for uploading, organizing, and securing files. Think of it like a managed object store where you define buckets, then add files to those buckets and control who can access what. Next, create a bucket. Click Create Bucket. A bucket is a logical container for files, great for grouping assets by app, environment, or type, like images, documents, or user uploads. Type in a name for the bucket. Keep it short, readable, and meaningful. It's worth choosing a name you'll recognize at a glance later. Consistent naming really helps when you scale up. If you see options like file size limits or allowed extensions in your console, set those to match your use case. They help enforce guardrails for your uploads. Confirm by clicking Create. Your new bucket appears in the list. Go ahead and click into the bucket to manage its contents. Inside, you'll see an empty files table and controls for adding new items. This is where we'll upload our first file so you can see the end-to-end flow. Click Create File. You'll be prompted to upload. You can either drag and drop a file into the area or click to browse your computer. Both approaches do the same thing. Pick whatever's fastest for you. When choosing a file, try using something representative of your real workload, like a small image or document. If your team has rules around file types or sizes, make sure the file meets those so you don't hit validation errors. Select the file from your system and click Open. You should now see it staged for upload in the console. Before finalizing, take a moment to consider permissions. Permissions determine who can read or write this file. If you're testing, it's fine to keep it restricted to authenticated users or a specific role. For production, be deliberate. Public read permissions can be useful for assets like public images, but you'll want private access for user data or anything sensitive. A good pattern is to allow reads to a role or team and restrict writes to trusted users or server-side processes. Align the file's permissions with any bucket-level defaults you've set so your access model stays predictable. When you're ready, click Create to upload the file with the permissions you've chosen. You'll see the new file listed in the bucket along with details like its ID, size, and creation time. From here, you can preview supported file types or copy the file ID for use in your application code. If you need to adjust access later, you can come back to the file and update its permissions without re-uploading. That's the full flow. Open the Appwrite console, create or select a project, go to storage, create a bucket, name it clearly, open the bucket, create a file, upload it, set the right permissions, and finalize. With this in place, you're ready to integrate storage into your app using the Appwrite SDKs, serve files securely, and keep everything organized. If you found this helpful, follow the same process to add more buckets for different environments or file categories, and keep your permissions tight and intentional as your app grows.